Shall we start, sir?
You can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay. Very good afternoon to one and all. I'm Anand Kumhar, working as assistant professor in electrical engineering department at Sanjay Gaurav University. I welcome you all for this today's interaction with Achiever Phase 3. We will begin with the introduction and welcome address by Menka Haugundi, madam. Madam,
Good
please.
afternoon, all. Good afternoon, all. I am Miss Menka Haugundi, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department, Sanjay Gaurav University, Kolhapur. So today we have three achievers. These three achievers are nothing but our alumni. So I will brief about them. The first one is our achiever is Mr. Nihal Madi. His designation is Business Development Associate. Company name Byju's Learning App, located in Sindhudurg. He was passed out from 2016-2020 batch. The second achiever is Mr. Yuvraj Jadhav. His designation is founder and a trainer of Fit Engineer Company, Kolhapur. He was passed out from 2015-19 batch. And the last achiever is our MTech student. Nihal and Yuvraj both are our BE students. And the last one is a Mr. Bhimgonda Patil. He is our MTech student. His designation is a member technical, company name Dynafusion Technologies Private Limited, Bangalore, and he was passed out from 2018-20 batch. So I welcome all the three achievers to brief about our juniors. So welcome you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Now I would like to call upon Dr. Rajin M. Linus, sir, HOD, Electrical Engineering Department, Sanjay Gaurav University. Dr. Rajin M. Linus, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, good afternoon to one and all. Really happy that we are continuing with our best achiever discussion every month one. Now this is our third phase. So now our situation is little bit difficult, and most of the people are saying that job market outside is not good, and it is if electrical engineer we will not get the job, and if we have other stream we will get the job. So that type of one myth is also there. Then COVID-19 is giving another one struggle to us, and for even our academic delivery also, our job market also, most of the management, most of the industries are not ready to recruit the people newly. That is also another one hurdle we are facing. In this case, what we will do, that is the main thing. It is in front of us, how to overcome with these shortcomings and how to achieve it, everything. So, dear friends, what I would like to say is opportunities are not in their hand, opportunities are in our hand. For example, if you are traveling from Kolhapur to Pune, your destination is in Pune, you have to reach this destination. Maybe it will take 5 hours or 6 hours, whatever the vehicle which we are traveling. On the way, we can have many hurdles. Maybe traffic jams will be there, or any other difficulties will be there. Maybe we will meet some small accident. Otherwise, many issues we can overcome. Then only finally we can reach the destination in Pune. So once the struggles are there, this is what I am whatever the things I am conveying to you is, this is based on my experience also I am saying. So in front of us, we can, whatever the works we start in front of us, we will have many struggles. But how to, anyway, our destination is Pune. We have to reach. Maybe we will late little bit, 3 hours or 4 hours late. Otherwise, maybe 1 day late due to many struggles. So if you start to think about our fear and we cannot able to achieve anything, if you decided in our life, it is very difficult to achieve anything. So what is the message which I would like to say today is, if first you like the job, if you don't like the job, please don't enter into the job. Just to find out what is your strength and what is your weakness, what is your real passion, accordingly select the job, And in this, when you know, grow one by one, if you are come out from this comfort zone, many difficulties will come. Sometimes the difficulty will not allow you to move one step forward. That much difficulty will be there. That time your confidence level should not come down. If your confidence level come down, even though someone is serving with a good job to you, you cannot achieve, you cannot shine. So your confidence level is very much important. Your mind thinking is very much important. So then only our health will be good. We can achieve in a good way and we can move forward. Best example, in the evening, or if you are on the way, if you are going to the road on the way, we can see many dogs, many difficulties, many things will be there. Some dogs will bark and we will fear about this. If you fear and return back, you cannot achieve. So that some struggle will be there. You have to move forward and you have to achieve. So it is, everything is in your hand. Wherever the weak points are there, wherever the problems are there, you have to identify the issues and you have to move forward, so that surely you can achieve a good position. So today I am happy that Mr. Yuvraj, Mr. Bimkonda and Mr. Nihal has joined with us today, so that I will not say that they are they have to be there now in the initial stage. Some people have joined last year only, they have joined for the job, so that this is the initial stage of them, even though they have many aims and main ambitions. So surely in future they will also in a good position. So you have to learn from them and accordingly you have to achieve in a good way. Anyway, this third interaction with achiever of electrical department is officially announced as inaugurated. I hope you, these students, these people will discuss with you. They will give some your ideas, everything. Somewhere you will get some ideas. Use that one, and you can move forward. Nothing will happen if you are confident enough. No one will block you for your works or your improvement. So move forward. I request all the students to participate well. If you have any doubts, ask well, so that you will clarify it. You get it. This is a good opportunity. Anyway, wish you all the best. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable words. Now we are starting with our speakers. First, I would like to call upon Nihal Mai from Byju's.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Nihal. Now the session is yours. Please continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Linus, sir. Firstly, I feel grateful for giving such a wonderful gesture to share my thoughts and experience up till now with my friends of SGU, sir. So let me introduce myself first in a short period of time. This is Nihal Mali, completed my graduation from BE Electrical from SGI in 2020. I started my career as a business development executive in a private company which was named GA Content Solutions. I worked there for around 5 months, but as I can say that that time I felt that job was not, I was not satisfied by my job, so I thought to switch my job. Okay, so I filled one application form for Byju's, and luckily I got selected. And now it has been around 4 months, hardly 4 months in Byju's working. So all in all, in this field as business development associate, I have been through in 10 months, around 10 months I have been working in this field. So yeah, so as of now for this session, objectives would be to acknowledge the job opportunities in non-technical field. Okay, so we will see job opportunities in non-technical field, where you do not need to have much technical knowledge, right? So everyone, we can say that everyone is not good at technical, everyone is not good at non-technical. Someone is good at communication, someone is good at technical knowledge, right? So I understood my strengths and I worked on it, and I gave interview for Byju's because I knew that I was not good at technicals at all. I was not good at my academics, so I thought to pursue a non-technical field. Okay, fine. So yeah, so here I am sharing screen right now. Okay. Okay. So let me know if it is visible to you, all of you.
Yeah, it is going to be visible.
Okay, okay.
Just we make it full screen.
Yeah, sure.
Make a slideshow.
Yes,
Slide
yes.
shows.
Okay. So is this visible?
Yes,
I think
yes.
the
Okay.
slide
Visible,
show
but
is not come, no? I think
make it
when you share the screen, which option you have chosen? Full
Tab,
screen,
sir.
no?
Tab. Yeah.
Full screen,
Visible.
no?
visible, but make a
Visible.
slideshow.
Slide
Okay,
show.
fine. Sir, actually, I have that choose that slideshow.
Okay, you continue.
Okay, you
Yeah,
continue otherwise. No
yeah,
problem. It is
problem.
visible only. Okay.
Okay, fine. So as I said, we'll see job opportunities in non-technical field. Okay, so as a business development associate, I would love to tell you about the job opportunities in non-technical field you may see. Okay. So firstly, we will see today's aim to understand. Okay, so today's aim to understand is we will understand different non-technical jobs you may have in the market for you. If you think that you are not, I won't say if you are not good at technicals, you can opt for non-technical jobs as well. We will see what kind of different jobs, non-technical jobs you have. Okay, to pursue. So next you can see is ed tech companies. Okay, so right now in these days, ed tech companies are contributing. They are actually contributing much in non-technical jobs currently. Okay, so we will see different leading ed tech companies and their payroll for the same. We'll see what kind of companies are then and which companies are leading right now as non-technical companies. Okay. So next is general skills. Okay, so we'll see. In this we will discuss in short the skills you require to get some non-technical jobs and technical jobs as well. We'll see it later. Then very next point is what you want and what you have. Very important thing. So easy to read but difficult to understand actually. So what you want and what you have. So it is slightly related to as what Linus sir said that we will discuss it later. So yes,
Nihal,
next, yes,
sorry for the interruption.
yeah.
Share it once again. Okay,
Okay, so
because
is it not? Okay,
I think when you move the slide, it is not
Okay.
visible to us, I think.
okay, fine. Let me
share entire screen.
Share, go to entire screen.
Okay,
Share,
fine.
your entire screen option is there, no?
Okay, fine. Your entire screen. Okay, fine.
Yeah, correct.
Now is this visible?
Yes.
Visible, you make it full screen.
Okay,
presentation.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Yes. Now it is okay. Yeah, very good.
Fine. So yeah, we were there at what you want and what you have, right? So we'll discuss this later. How to find jobs. We'll see how you can approach to any job, how you can find any job. So we will discuss some steps which there's a need we need to go through to get some job, right? So after that, the very important point and very last point, I think, job securities. Many people they think about if you are working in non-technical field, what will be the job securities in that? So we'll discuss that too as well. Okay, so last will be our questioning session. Okay, fine. So as you can see in front of you, non-technical jobs. I have listed some few non-technical jobs directly. I know that you will search, you may search on Google, but this is the list. You can see this non-technical jobs which are actually leading right now, which have a good scope right now in the market as non-technical jobs. So business development, a business analyst, technical writer, digital marketing, social media marketing, investment banker, graphic designer. So these all are non-technical jobs. Okay. So in these, out of these, we'll discuss a few. Okay. So I will take 3-4 of them. So talking about business development, as my designation is about business development associate, so we'll discuss that first only. Okay. So So see, actually, this business development, it has a highest paying non-technical job. It is one of the highest paying non-technical jobs for freshers in IT as well as private companies. Okay, so it is irrespective of what company profile is. Every company needs a business development to work for it, right? So every company needs a business developer. So you have a scope on that. So as business developer, you inform others about company products, about services they provide, or to to function it properly, they play a major role. Business developer. Okay. So average salary package for a fresher business development. If you work as a business development for around one business development executive for around 1.5 year, you may be promoted to a business development manager, and for that I think, yeah, your package will vary around 30k per month to 1.5 lakh per month. Okay, so yeah, this is a good amount of salary, right? Of course. Okay, so next we would take business analyst. So in that, you can this name itself says that it allows to research and analyze the competition in the market and provide best solution to the business. Okay, so basically business analyst will analyze the market, okay, the competition in the market going on, and he will give you the solution. He will give the solution to the business. Okay. So yeah, so there are different yes, investment banker has different steps, and in that again you will see analyst, associate, and vice president. So there are many different layers in that. Okay, so yes, so this will discuss it later. Okay. Yes, again, as I said, edtech companies are right now leading the market, right? As they are contributing much in a non-technical field. So these are very important and very important edtech companies: Byju's, the learning app; Vedantu, Coursera, Unacademy, QMath, Extramarks, Topaz, many more. There are many edtech companies right now. You can see on online. So these are the companies which are leading. You can apply for these edtech companies in case you are interested in non-technical kind of jobs. Okay, so yeah, so yes, okay, so okay, fine. So these are some general skills you require, non-technical skills. I call it as non-technical skills. For non-technical skills, like for non-technical jobs, you need these kind of skills, right? So communication, teamwork is required, leadership is very must, professionalism is there, situational awareness should be there, prioritization skills, and decision making. So these are the common skills which we require for non-technical jobs. Okay, fine. So yeah, so again, this is very important thing which according to me, so what you want and what you have. Okay, so firstly you need to understand what you want. Okay, as Linus sir said that if you want technical job or if you want non-technical, you have to understand this thing. What do you want? Okay, what do you want? If you want a technical job, you have different you need to have different skills, right? If you want non-technical job, you have to acquire different skills, right? So secondly, what you have, as I said, technical knowledge and skills, non-technical skills. So suppose if you have technical job, okay, so you have technical job, you must have technical knowledge and skills, right? So without technical knowledge and skill, it is not possible to to proceed it for technical job, right? So if you are good at communication skills, and if you want to go in technical job, so it will be very struggling kind of thing to pursue a technical job, right? Okay, great. So after that, as I said, you have to understand your skills and knowledge. Okay, what kind of skills you have, what kind of knowledge you have. So based on that, you can choose your career. Okay, so this is the very last thing I have written is either you get job satisfaction or money satisfaction. I read this line somewhere. So and either you will have a job satisfaction or you have a money satisfaction. Earlier I was working as business development executive in GA Content Solutions. I worked there for around 5 months. I was not satisfied by my job. I was satisfied by money. Money satisfaction was there, but job satisfaction was not there. Okay, so that's why I switched my company to Byju's. Okay, yeah. Next is how to find and apply for the jobs. Okay. So firstly, the very important thing is you have to build your resume strong. Okay. You have to build your resume strong means that if you are like suppose if you are in electrical department, so you have to, you have to take some kind of courses, side courses like AutoCAD. Okay. Like PLC, SCADA, and all these kind of courses you have to do. Like if you are in computer science department, so you have to gather some knowledge regarding programming languages, right? So you have to build your resume as much as strong as possible. So this resume will definitely, it will help you in future to get a good job, a perfect job, right? Okay. So next thing is to understand your path of interest. So when you are making a resume of yours, so the very second thing is required is your path of interest. As I said, if you are interested in non-technical job, you have to acquire that kind of skills, right? Communication skills, leadership. So these kind of skills is required. So you have to understand your path of interest, and then you have to prepare for the interview, that to which company you will be giving the interview, right? Job profile you are applying for. So for that you have to prepare according to the company's profile. Okay. So yes, again you can go to the company through Campus Drive. Okay. So the Campus Drive, it is I think campus, if you will go through Campus Drive, it will be the best. Okay. But if you will go through off campus or some online, if you have to go through online application, then you have to submit online applications and resume. The very first the one thing I want to tell you is, if you want to apply online, if you want to apply through online, you simply have to you have to type company name, like I've written example there, Vedantu Careers. If you want to apply for Vedantu, simply write Vedantu Careers. This is only not for non-technical, it is applicable for technical as well. If you want to apply in TCS, you simply write TCS Careers. You will see the application form there. You can simply open that application and fill the details around there. Okay. So this is how you fill the forms actually. Okay. Yeah. So the next point is very important again, is job securities. As I said, many people think that non-technical jobs are not secured. Okay. So according to me, this job security is nothing but it is totally depend on your performance, right? So how you perform, highly based, if your performance is good, if you are doing well, then company won't let you go until and unless you lack skills, right? If your approach is good, if your approach to any problem is good, then no company will, not even this thing. Okay. If your performance is not good at even in technical some technical companies, you will be removed, right? So job security is nothing. It lies in your ability, skills, and knowledge, determination, right? So this thing is very important. So job security is in yourself, right? So it is based on your performance. It is based on your performance, if you will be there in the CAT company or not. Okay. So in technical company also, if you are not going well, if you're not performing well, you are not solving the problems, you will be removed. Similarly, in this non-technical field, if you are not performing it well, you will be removed, right? If you're performing well, there is no you no need to worry about these kind of stuffs, right? Okay, fine. Yeah. So yes, so these are some points which I have told you. I hope you have understood these things. So you may ask some questions if you have any queries right now.
So all the participants are requested, if you have any doubts, questions, please ask. Participants, from your end, if you have any question.
Nihal,
Yes, sir.
now you are working with the Byju's, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what exactly you are doing there?
Sir, actually, I have, as I said, I have been joined as a business development associate. So they are having applications. Okay, Byju's application is there. So it is like there are K3, K10, and K12. So K3 is based on nursery to third standard students, and K10 is based on again 4th to 10th, and K12 is 11th and 12th. So actually, we are we people are telling our clients, okay, to tell them we tell them about our applications. We tell them features of our applications. We take their interview, the child's interview, student's interview, and if he passes that interview, then he is applicable for the scholarship, and meanwhile at the same time he can apply for he can avail that scholarship as well. So we have to take a meeting kind of thing with the student as well as their parents. So if he passes that interview, he will be applicable for the scholarship, and he can avail if he wants.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Any other question? Okay, thank you very much, Nihal, for your
Thank you, sir.
valuable inputs.
Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to call Yuvraj Jadhav, a founder and trainer of Fit Engineer. Yuvraj, now the session is yours. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Is my presentation visible?
Yes, it is visible. Make a slideshow and
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, sure. Is the slideshow up?
Yes, continue.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to all. Before starting my session, I would like to thank Anand Kumbar sir and HOD sir and whole SGU team for organizing this event and giving me a chance to impart my experience in sports field. Okay, so let's begin this session. So my session is sports as a career. Before that, allow me to give a short introduction of me from my side. Okay, so I'm Yuvraj Prakash Jadhav, aka Yuvraj Aesthetic. I have completed my electrical engineering with first class distinction from SGI, the batch of 2019. By profession, I'm a fitness model, and I have competed in many elite as well as local level competition, from which the honorable mentions are Junior Maharashtra Shri 2018, 3 times Shivaji University lead bodybuilding gold medalist. I'm a celebrity coach. I've done many international and national certifications about fitness, among which one is American Council on Exercise, ACE certified strength and fitness, like strength and conditioning specialist. I'm working with a sponsored company which is from UK, Body Power, and I have my own firm named as Fit Engineer. So this topic is a little offbeat, but still it will help you out. So why sports? You being an engineering student and me giving you a seminar on sports doesn't make any sense at first. But friends, I would like to tell you guys that on an average, 500 students pass out engineering from only one institute. Yes, you may agree, because as per my knowledge from SGU, there are 500 plus students, those who are passing out every year. So just let me know how many of them get a good job. I'm saying a good job. Okay, so very few, right? So instead of running behind the herd, why not follow your passion of sports and turn it into a career? With sports comes money and fame. If you are good enough, you get a fame as well. So let me ask you guys a question. Name 10 famous engineer. Can you? Yes, of course you can, but it will take a while, right? So just let me know 10 10 famous engineers compared to 10 famous sportsmen. The answer comes quickly from the sports guys, right? So you better know 10 sports person than some engineer. I'm not specifically talking about electrical engineer, but any engineer. So that's what I mean when it comes to the fame. Okay, so most of the people believe that there is no money and there's like engineering. Most of the people here are doing engineering. At first they choose engineering just because they want a good job, a highly paying job. But the current scenario is that the supply of engineers is very high than the demand. So that's the reason why engineers are getting very less paid. I'm talking about a normal engineer, a basic engineer. Okay, I'm not talking about some ultra intelligent or a good engineer. So that's the thing. But when you switch to the sports, most of them, you must been knowing that sports has got a lot much of money nowadays. Like you can compare Virat Kohli, You can, even in kabaddi, you can check about Anup Singh. Okay, so with sports comes fame, as they get a lot of advertisement and PR activities done. So the next point is fitness and healthy life. Yes, but there's a very big concern, as if after the lockdown and pandemic thing, fitness is the very first thing which are people concerned about. I have, like, from the 10 clients which I handle in fitness, there are 6 to 7 clients from IT background who are working from home. So like, if you want to just make a money, and if that's not useful for you, if you cannot take, and like, you cannot take it, take your fitness to that level, I mean, just why make money if you cannot enjoy those money, right? So when you are into the sports, you are fit and healthy, as you are continuously in touch with some activities going on. The third thing is business opportunities. In this presentation, further we will be seeing the opportunities into the like sports, what business can go with sports. All we know is that be a player and you become a sports person, and that's what a career in sports is. But that's not the thing. There are many business opportunities associated with it, and at last there are government job as well. I guess most of them just didn't knew that government job are available for a sports person. After MS Dhoni picture, I would say, after that MS Dhoni movie, most of the people came across that, yeah, there is a government job which you can go for. So how to get a government job? The very first thing is that compete in university sports competition under AIU, which is All India University. A point aside, I would like to mention that SGUs, Sanjay Gauda University, has been also enrolled under All India University, and the benefit would be that you can directly represent your university at the national level. Okay, so whenever you compete in this university level sports, for example, when I was in SGI, so that I was under Shivaji University, I used to compete for Shivaji University. From those competition, they used to pick some two good athletes, and they were sent to nationals to represent their university. So like, if you compete in Sanjay Gauda University, the chances for you to represent at national level is really high. So how to get a government job? Start competing in this AIU thing. Second thing is that compete from registered federation. There are lot many federations and fan clubs which are going on, but you have to compete, or you have to like win in those federations which are registered under sports ministry. Okay, so for example, there are 6 federations into the bodybuilding. As my sport is bodybuilding, there are 6 federations into bodybuilding. So whenever you like compete in any other federation, you become a state level champion or a national level champion. For example, Mr. India, if you become a Mr. India from a non-registered federation, you are not going to get a government job. Okay, so the third thing is certification and experience. So while getting a government job, the first 2 points which I mentioned in this slide is that if you want to join the services in the sense, it may be railways, navies, air force, excise, income tax, and like police and all those things. If you want to join as an athlete, you need to get the recognition from AIU or registered federation. But what if you want to become a coach for the government entity? So to become a coach for a government entity, you need to get a good amount of experience. I'm not saying that you have to win any competition, elite level competition, but representing your university or your department at elite level competition gives you an experience. Okay, and simultaneously, if you add a certification to it, you can easily become a government entity's like sports team coach. Okay, so here's an example. The picture which you guys are seeing here has written like 4 minimum norms for recruitment of sports person. So I've taken this from railways. Okay, Indian Railways. So here you can easily see under point 4.1, which says minimum norms for recruitment in group C. So there are levels: group C, group D, group B. Okay, so most of the time people get associated with government entities till group B, not for group A, which is a higher class. Okay, so if you want to get into government for regarding sports quota, there are two things. The first one is talent scouting, and the second thing is open advertisement. So talent scouting means if you are too good in your sports, the coach of that government entity, for example Indian Railways, will come to you and he'll say, just join our Indian Railways. Similarly, you can just link it with the MS Dhoni movie, where the coach comes to MS Dhoni and he says that please join our services. So this is called as talent scouting. So you must be too good in your sports to get selected from the talent scouting. But if you come across and apply for open advertisement, here are few mentions. You can see the point number 3, which says represented a university in all India inter-university championship organized by agents of associations of Indian universities and obtained at least second position. Okay, so even like top 3 guys in group D, you will see that they have mentioned third position also. So if you represent your university at all India inter-university competitions, and if you get placing in between top 3, you are eligible for a government job directly. And for your for your information, I would like to mention that if we take an example of Indian Railways, if you are third at Mr. India and you have not done any degree or something, you have just passed your 10th. I'm saying if you have just passed your 10th, you will be having a monthly payment of rupees 20,000 to 25,000 in between. If you have passed your 12th or equivalent, you will be getting a payment of 30,000. Okay, and if you have done an engineering, which you guys are already pursuing, if you have a degree, and especially a degree of engineering, you guys will easily crack a job of minimum 40,000 every month. Okay, and incentives are different. For example, as we are talking about Indian Railways, if you get a job from a sports quota into Indian Railways gives a 365 days leave, a full paid leave, which is a 1 year full paid leave for you to perform your sport or to do well in your sports. You can in this period, you can prepare for your sport, you can compete in your sports for 1 year. That's there's no work for you, just to follow your sport. And additional to it, for example, if you are doing a bodybuilding, for example, I'm a bodybuilder and I get joined to Indian Railways, they give me a full pay with there's no working for me, just to follow my sport. And plus you get additional expenses for your diet. Yeah, they give almost 1,000 rupees for your diet. So this part is different. So getting a government job from a sports quota is a really good thing. So from what sports you can get a government job? Okay, so here are 63, which is the latest this is the updated list from which you can choose which sport you can enter, play, win, and get a government job. So there are 63 games, guys. There's not there are not only few 8 to 10 games, but these are the games. Most of the games has a very less competition, and we are not even knowing them. People are not aware that these games can lead you to give a good government job. So if you want, guys, those who are thinking about sports, you can take a screenshot of this slide. So these are 63 games. So next thing, a private sector. Yes, what if you didn't get a job in a government sector? So is the career over? No, you can work in a private sector. You can be a celebrity or an influencer. Yes, everyone is aware of the sports person in their locality. I'm not just only talking about ultra stars in sports, for example Virat Kohli or any cricketer who is an ultra star, because a fame for cricket and the fame for cricket is much more. But you must be at least aware of any sports person from your locality, so you can easily become a celebrity or an influencer. By influencer, I mean that you have to work on your social media thing. You have to do PR activities to become an influencer. So the next thing is private clubs and academies. You can form your private club and academy in which you can you can add some beginners and students, and you can coach them, you can teach them. The next point is same, the coach and a trainer, or a trainer. You can become a coach or a trainer. As I mentioned that even the government teams need a coach or a trainer, so you can opt for that. The next thing is equipment dealers. Yes, with sports comes the sports equipment. So you can become a equipment dealer, and believe me, there are very few good quality dealers of equipment in sports. So you can like opt for it also. You can organize or host an events or sports. Yes, guys, you must be aware of IPL, right? IPL at first made 19 billions, uh, like 19 billions of this money in a single year. So what's IPL? IPL is just a host who hosts such events. So you can easily become an organizer or a host. It's not like that you must be rich to become. You just need to have a good contacts. You must need like many people who are investors. You must be in good contact with them, and you can just host an event. So commentary and journalism, yes, you can opt for that also. And there are many other sectors in which sports can do well. So things to work on, yes. So what are the things you need to work on to become a good sportsman, or to have a good sports career? The very first thing, getting a degree. As I mentioned, getting a degree, because if you are targeting a government job, your degree is what decides your placing in that government entity. For example, as I said, that if you're just 10 past, you could like there's there's nothing like, you don't get a that luxury life. But if you have a degree, you will be placed at a higher designation, and you can make a good lifestyle out of it. So communication skills is the second thing. Yes, what if you come to a this private sector? For example, I'm running my own fitness firm. So why people are coming to me, why my clients approach me? Just because my communication skill, how good you are uh, in your like how good you are in your communication to express someone what you actually mean. Okay, so having a communication skill is a very like important thing if you are into the sports. Like there are many, most of the people I see is that there are many sports person. Yeah, I do agree that there are many sports person, but you know very few of them. Why? Just because the other sports person lack in communication skills, right? There were few news a few years back, and even I guess now also ongoing, that the people who have represented and won medals at national games or Olympics has started selling their medals because they don't have anything to eat, they don't have they don't have a good lifestyle, right? So the only thing which I believe is that they are really like poor at communication skill. I have seen many athletes who didn't went to an elite level, who has just represented, and they are doing so well that the person who won that competition couldn't compete him in his lifestyle or in his earning. So the communication skill is must required. So getting required certification, yes, as I mentioned in my introduction, I've done like 5 to 6 certification related to fitness. If you have a certification, for example, you are a sports guy, right? So not everyone can be a sports person. Like I'm athlete, I'm in team athlete. You can get your certification and start coaching and training the people who are who want to get into this sport, and you can make a lot of money through it. Okay, so my last point is get your contacts stronger. Yes, as I said that you can host an event and make billions out of it. You need to have a good and stronger contacts with the people like related to your sports. If you have a good contacts, believe me, you can take a lot of risk. Okay, so my motto of this seminar was, if you are good in sports, take a risk, give it a try. So that's it. Thank you. Any questions?
So participants are requested, if you have any question, please ask. Any question from any participant?
Related to getting a job or other opportunities or anything. And beside that, I would like to apologize if you felt that I'm comparing engineering and sports, but that's the fact actually. And my motto to have this seminar was that there are many people who are good in sports and they are doing engineering just because they want to get a good job. If you want, if you are good in sports, just go with your passion.
Mr. Yuvraj,
Yes, sir.
actually, we are not feeling anything bad,
Yeah.
but even though the sports also, your passion is sports and bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
Due to that, you have shined well and you are improving.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So
Yeah.
if someone is coming to the sports and he is not at all taking the effort and trying to improve, he cannot shine.
Yeah, that's
Right?
the main thing.
Main thing. So that some people will like engineering good, and
Yeah.
some people, but whatever may be the career, they have to decide it where they want to go,
Yeah.
and accordingly they have to strengthen their weakness and they have to make it all positive and move ahead. I know
Yeah.
as a bodybuilder, how much you have struggled and how much you are spending time for that. For
Yeah.
all the jobs, I feel it is important. Not only
Yes,
for
yes.
your case, but interest is important.
Yes.
Yes.
At last, sir, at last, the thing is that if you want to get into something, be so perfect and so best that you will shine.
Yeah, correct.
But specifically, as I mentioned, that in engineering, because most of the people I have seen in engineering are like here just because they want a job, a good job, just because their parents thought that engineering gives you a good job, so they are here. So in that case, if they get job, they won't do good in it, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
they are here not because of their interest, but they are because just they need a job and they have to earn money. So my point of this seminar was just if you are good in sports, then don't take risk.
Yeah. Whatever may be, not only sports or not only that, whatever may be, wherever we are, we have to take risk.
Yeah, you have
Then
to
only
take.
we can
make. Yeah, I would like to specially mention my mentor, Mr. Kumar Manwa sir, who's from Hyderabad. He's basically a software engineer and he has worked as a software testing guy for 1 year in a software company. He left his job and he's full time into fitness, and like he charges 1.5 lakh for a month for one client
Okay.
to train under him, right? And he has 8 such clients right now. So in the scenario of this lockdown, most of people has lost their job. This guy has 8 clients of 1.5 lakhs. So you can like imagine what amount of money he makes. So if you have a passion in a certain thing, start working for it and like you will shine one day.
Then one more thing, even though we have a passion, we should not go behind the money.
Yeah.
Whatever we like, we have to do sincerely and perfect way. Money one time it will automatically come.
Come. Yes. Exactly. Because there was a time like few of people, like there are few juniors here. I've cracked 2 jobs, one from campus, which was Amazon, and another I also cracked Byju's. But I just left it because to follow my passion. For 1 year, I was not making a single rupee. I was just spending it. So there were many people who were like taunting me, "What a crazy guy! He got a good job and he didn't like claim it. So he's gone crazy." So be ready for that. That at a point you won't be making any money, but after a while, after a good struggle, you're gonna make a lot of money for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. Thank you, Raj. No any question from participant
I
side?
think Bimbo has some problem with your
Audio.
audio. I think.
Yes.
Sound, noise is there.
Thank you very much, Yuvraj, for your valuable inputs, very different inputs you have given. So thank you once again from on behalf of electrical department. Now I would like to hand over this session to our third speaker, Mr. Bhimgunda Patil from Dynafusion. Bhimgunda Patil.
Having that problem of
Network problem may be
I
there.
don't know what is the problem, but audio.
Hello.
Bimkonda, sir. Bimkonda.
Yes, yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
audible, but some sound is coming, no? Noise.
Yes, yes. Some noise is there, sir. I will correct it. Just a minute, sir.
Okay.
I hope all the participants are enjoying the session.
Yeah, actually, no one is
And-
asking doubts. I thought
Yes,
that regarding bodybuilding also, they are so much interested in this, no?
Yes,
Our
yes, sir.
students. So they will ask some doubts. I expected that. Even maybe some electrical, if we say, okay, I know, sometimes they will not ask
Yes.
doubt. But I thought that many question I expected
Yes.
towards Yuvraj. But
Yuvraj, will you tell us a few inputs for gaining weight or keeping ourselves fit?
Yes, yes.
What we should do?
I would like to impart really few things which the basics of fitness and bodybuilding. Not bodybuilding. Here I don't mean competition bodybuilding, but for bodybuilding. Which I guess Bhimgunda sir
At least
is
we
there.
can keep ourselves fit. So
Yeah.
what inputs
So-
you want to give?
Yeah, as I mentioned that from 10 clients, I have 6 to 7 IT guys like who are my clients, just because they are doing a sitting job. To be fit, there's an easy way in engineering. Easy way, I would like to tell that there's a formula of efficiency, right? So in which we compare output upon input, right? So the output of human body is the work we are doing, the activities we are doing, not only exercise. You can walk, you can dance, you can play, anything. So if your output is low and if your input is high, if you are eating much more, so then you will become obese or you will start gaining a weight. Okay, so you will move towards unhealthiness. But if your input is low and output is high, which means your activities are high but you are eating very less, then by default you will be losing weight. So when it comes to losing weight, you can do both things. You can reduce your input, which is eat less, and increase your output, so you will get faster results. But in terms when you want to put on some weight, there are like you have to eat more and you have to reduce on your activity. So there are two things. The very first thing is that your metabolic rate. For example, there are few people who eat very less, but they are full for a longer time. And there are few people who eat very much, but still they are hungry within a few hours. So in order to put on some weight, what you have to do is that you have to eat for every like 2 hours, which I personally follow. 2 to 2.5 an hour, you can eat something or the other. And the very helpful tip is that before sleeping, it's something which takes a lot much time for digestion. For example, you can have a glass of milk with a ghee in it or a peanut butter, anything which takes a lot more time for digestion. So it will help you out to putting weight. And exactly opposite, if you want to lose weight, you have to make 3 major meals, which will be your breakfast, your lunch, and dinner. And in the dinner, you must mention many fiber source. For example, salads and those things. Your breakfast must be heavy. Your lunch should be like so, and dinner must be very less in order to fat loss.
Okay.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Thank you very much. Now
we will try to follow.
Yes, sir. So now we will move to Bhimgunda Patil.
Hi, good afternoon all. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Continue.
Please continue.
Yes. Thank you, Yuvraj, and thank you, Nihal, for your presentation. Yes, thank you, SU, and thank you, HOD sir. Thank you, Anand Kumar sir, for giving me this opportunity to present myself in this session. So I think it is a third phase for this interaction with the achievers. So I'm thankful, and yeah, for myself, it's Bimgonda Patil, and yeah, I'm passed out from SGU in 1820 batch. I completed my MTech, and after that, I joined Dynafusion Technologies Private Limited, Bangalore, as a member technical. Basically, I'm working in the automotive domain as a member technical. So I'm responsible for the technical support, technical sales, and the um, technical project development in the automobile industry, as well as automotive industry. So as a Dynafusion, we are giving support to the automotive, and we are the solo authorized distributor for the D space. Basically, it is automotive software and hardware, and we are the solo authorized based for the BTC embedded and CRUDing. Yeah. So start with the session. Yes, I'm presenting my screen.
Okay, you can share.
Share the entire screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is visible.
But you are presenting. Okay, fine. Share, make it full screen. Presentation.
Now it is
Yeah,
visible,
fine.
right, sir?
Yeah,
Yes,
fine,
yes.
fine.
Okay, okay. Continue.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I will start with this session. Yes, the agenda for this session, as you know, this interaction with these achievers for phase three. Like I will start with the scope of this after BTech, what we will do in this section, and after that some of the students with comes with, like, some have mind with the business attitude, and yeah, and some of the, like, yeah, I went to go with the higher studies basically, and some of the with like, no, I went to do some higher studies on, and I will let you the job specific. So the major scope for this after B and BTech, like higher studies, then the business and the jobs. So in the higher studies, you may go with the, like, ME, MTech is there, and if you pass with the GATE good score subject, good score, so we will take the admission for MTech. And then if you go with, like, as one of the member, like, I think Nihal is telling that, like, in the non-technical basically. So we go with the MBA, like business administration, some of the various programs in the MBA, like sales, marketing, and the business development, the project development. And you may go with the technical course. So if you think with, I will go with the, yeah, I have good with the technical background, so you may go with this the technical courses with specific with the industry. Okay. And yeah, even though some are much interested after MA and MTech, yeah, I will do I'm capable to do the research work in this specific area, so we'll go with the PhD. And yes, if we have some, like, the in mind that, yeah, after completion of business I have mm, some intent to do the business, yeah, and I have this family support, and I have the existing family background, so we can running the business from his father, and is his past family background with the business, so he may continue with this business. And you may as the Make in India comes with in 2015, the many of the startups came in the business specific. So these are the examples we will seeing in this current scenario, like most of the starters like Ola, Zomato, and you can say the Byju's are there. So these are the intent to their startup with the 2 3, like, even we have the Flipkart is there. So they come, 2 3 friends come, and they started up, and the business is like in the million, in the million of they have the revenue. So you may go with business also. And yeah, with them we seen that most of the students, like, the 60 to 70% of the students we seen, they move with the, like, I will, after completion of BTech, I will do some of the practical course or any technical course, and I will join any private job, or some of having with like yes, I have good I'm able to put a good score in the gate, and I will join the gate. So you may have the some state government job and the public sector job, you can say, and the state government job also. And yes, as if you go with the higher studies, so we have the MEMT course in India also. So for that you need to give the gate and or an entrance exam. For this, like the private institute or the autonomous institutes are offering the ME and MTech, basically, even in the government engineering college, and even in BITS and NITs and IITs too. So if you have the mind, like I will set up with I will do MS in abroad, and I will set up in abroad only. So in the many countries the offering the MS. So be specific with your career, what you want to do at the is in this level only. So I think most of the dear ones are like they are in the phase of like the second or third year, the fourth year basically in this session. So this is the age, so you need to decide yourself. So on which platform I will set up my career. Either I will go with the higher studies, I will go with the business, and either I will go with the job. So depending upon your future, depending upon uh, mm, your technical skill, so you need to go with you need to decide yourself at this stage only. So for what self I will prepare myself now only, because this is the age to set up your career. Okay, so if you go with the MBA in India and in abroad also, so we may have some cat mat exam. So we'll give so you will admit yourself in this course, or if you go with the any technical course. So in the tech, when I say the technical course, it may relevant to your BE, or it may be in industry specific. Like we have some interspecific like PLC automation, and then DSpace is there, and the MATLAB is there. The C embedded C is there. So these are the courses for the studies. And yeah, if you go with like the business, some of the students will have like their own family business. So I'm to enter. I don't want to do any higher studies. I don't want to private job. So I will run my family business. Or some of the have mind that yes, I will start my own business. Or some of the 2 3 people with have the same mindset that like yeah, we have will came together and we have this intent to, and we will start up. So basically you have the many business idea basically. So business comes like it may have the thinking like it is not specific with your electrical domain also. So you can start with any business, like the consultant. If you have the like you have good with the CAD subject, like you have the design like MEPs is there, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. So you can designing, and you can selling your design to then you have the electrical contractor or electrical supervisor licenses. So you may approach to the business for this, and surveyor or valuer. So you can valuer for estimating for this building how much electrification we need. Then energy auditor. So it may have the energy auditor is also and the high demand nowadays. We can see in the market basically. So you having your own firm, and you are doing audit for how much energy is consumption, how much energy you need to give, like this you have the specific with your business. And then the good manufacturer. So here the business, if you do, if you have the mindset like I will start my own business, so you're not having the specific with your electrical. It not must with your electrical, you may go with the other startup also if you have a clear mind about this business. And if you go with the jobs, so in this time only we need to prepare yourself where I will go in the government jobs. So there are the state government jobs, central government jobs, local authority jobs are there, like PWD, and the corporation jobs are there. Apart from this, yeah, no, I have good in software domain, I have good with in specific hardware. So we go with like private job also, like multinational companies are there, national, local companies are there. So some of the we'll discuss in the state central government job. Like, yes, uh, there are the central government job. Like, if you go pass out with the gate exam, so there are the PSU and the PSC, like the public sector undertaking or the public sector enterprises jobs are there, like NTPC is there, Bharat Electronics. So many of the jobs which are offering, if you have a good gate score, definitely will get a good job in the PSU or PSC sector basically. Another SSC, staff selection commission there. If you want to really want to do mm, you know, interested in the, like IS, IPS, or the you can say the civil service, so you may go with UPSC. Some of the having one of the our view achiever is saying, like uh, in sports also we can give a career. So like this UPSC and civil service defense exam, service defense also will give central government jobs basically. And if you come with, like, central government job, like, you may apply even though you have the fresher. So like, you don't need to bother about, yes, I'm fresher, and how the market is expecting me, the experienced person basically, and I have don't have any experience. So why not you are taking with why not you are enhancing your skill basically. So if you are not interested in the government job, you are not interested with this job, so why not you are enhancing your skill basically with respect to this platform. Okay, so some of this state government job. So in the if we talk with private jobs basically, so the MNC and the national companies, or we can say the private companies, or which are how they will offer, we are all talking about what I did, how I did, and how to achieve. But many of those don't know how to apply even for this job. What I will do, even I have a B certificate in my hand. After that, what I need to do, even I don't know how to apply the job. So just give counseling with your seniors, give counseling with your teachers, alumni, interact with the alumni, so that the some reference are there, some your alumni are there. So you just refer, as I'm finding for my job, and I have these skills, and I have this resume. So please find, like this, you need to approach yourself basically, so that basically many on campus or off campus drives are going on for this bachelor passes, and so you may apply on this with the eligibility criteria. So if you apply, then interview process, like aptitude test, technical, if you have good technical background, then group discussion and the HR. So we'll discuss in like how you need to what are the skills you need to have in this corporate job basically. So if when I will say, I'm a successful engineer, when I will say, because even I have you have passed the your BTech with so your B or your degree certificate is like a passport. It is your identity. The marks is your identity. So it will showcasing what you performed in your BTech. Okay, so even if I go with the abroad, or even I want to travel some of the specific countries, so what you need, even if you have a passport, you will not able to visit the China, not able to visit the China, or not able to visit the USA, because like you are not having the visa. Even if you have a passport, so like your degree is like a passport. So if you need to visa, the visa is like a skills. So your degree is like a passport, and your visa is like a skills. So if you have a good skills, like technical skills, then you have good communication skills, then you have, like, there are many skills you need to adapt. So if you come with a good visa, or you come with a good skill, definitely no one will stop you. So what the industry expecting from your side, not only the marks, because the marks is your identity. So he needs, the industry needs your technical knowledge as well. If you good with the technical, it not matter, I'm not having the technical skill. As one of the guy, Nihal, he is good with, the communication skills, so he's find his way with non-technical background. So he's basically he's not means, he's not confident about this to get in technical jobs. So he find out where I am fit in this industry. So he find it, yes, I'm fit in this track, and so he's started his career in this. So this is the year, this is the stage you need to develop yourself. The skills you need to, whatever the skills industry wants, basically, like mm, like, the communication skill is the very much important, because I have good technical skill, but I'm not representing myself in this in this platform. So even this market, if you go, how they are shouting, like one of the onion, how they are selling, like this onion is good, this onion is less than this price, and like this they are shouting, and they are marketing their product, and definitely he will sell this product. So you need to sell yourself with this good communication skill. So your communication skill will represent you as how you are, how you looking, basically, in mirror. How, the communication is like a mirror, how you are representing yourself to the HR, to representing to the manager. So the communication, even if you have a good technical background and you have poor communication skill, yes, develop your communication skill. So nothing is difficult, basically. This mm, this all is created by humans only. So definitely you can will mm, will do, because as Darwin's evaluation, we need to, if I need to fit in current or the future, so you need to the survival of the fittest, we can say, the Darwin's evaluation. So you need to fit with this current scenario, what my, I know, current scenario, or the what current industry needs. So according to that, you need to represent yourself with a good background. Some are poor with some of the poor with software, some of the poor with some this hardware, some of the poor with this specific hardware. So don't bother about specific. So go with where you are specific. So even if you are base for all but master in one, basically, you don't need to no need to represent your all rounder. You need to, you need to study well, you need to base well for all subjects, but master in one, basically. Yes, no one will stop you in this subject, or no one will be put hand or raise the hand for myself in this era, yeah, because I'm master in this. So what I want to say here is, basically, apart from your technical skill, yes, it is important, the communication skill, how you are representing yourself, how you are developing. So these 4 years, students, basically, friends, these 4 years are very important for your future. When I we take our one of the Professor Patil sir, he's saying that he actually is our mentor, project mentor also. So he's well said, basically, if you spend 4 years in hard working, definitely your life will be the fulfilled with enjoy. And if you spend these 4 years mm, with sleeping and enjoying, definitely your after future is struggle. So it is like vice versa. So define yourself, what you will do, and then in these 4 years, define yourself where you are, basically, interact with the teachers, interact with the alumni students, interact with the students. So when don't need to bother, yes, I know the English, but how I'll speak English, how I'll develop English. So take one day in the when you're coming college from Monday to Saturday, take 1 or 2 days, and in this day, like, you will perform, like, from morning to evening, whenever we meet to teacher and student, the English day, basically, like, you need to interact in English only, so that automatically, when you learn, when you see, when you read, when you talk, automatically the skills are improve yourself, basically. So you need to you seen where you are now, what I will do now, what I can do, what I will do now, what I will do in future. Can I do it? Will I do it? So basically, this is the stage to identify yourself and identify in these 4 years basically. So you are good with the technical, go with this, set up a goal, like plan, some make a plan A, plan B. Like, I will have this job. I made this strategy for to getting this job, and yes, even if a plan fail, even if my yes, I have a lot of failure comes. Don't bother. Some of the one of the good saying from Edison, like many of these achieve to target but fails, and they revert back their decision, but they don't know in the very next stage they have a success, but they reverted back. So always keep like mindset. You need to struggle, or you need to work hard. Definitely you will get a setup of work. So, and always having a positive mind or the positive attitude to in these 4 years. So I want to say I'm not taking much time here basically, but yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bhimuganda Patil, for your words. Any question from participant side?
This time, no one has asked the question. Actually, we are only asking questions to them.
Yes, sir.
This seems to be like for us, this program.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I request all the participants, feedback link is posted in the chat box. Please go through it and please provide your valuable feedbacks. And now it's time to propose the vote of thanks. So I request Vikas Bhandare, sir.
Then 1 minute. Before that, one small question has come.
Yes, sir.
Which something has seen? Yeah,
Which technical courses
is
are
important?
Yes, Kiran Gurke, yes, one of his question is raised, like, which technical course is important after the, yes, Kiran, basically, hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, Kiran, define, like, on which platform you are, or if you go with the hardware or if you go with the software, we define yourself where you are perfect in the software. So there are a lot of software we're offering, like embedded IoT. Be specific.
I think some problem with the network, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can say all the courses are definitely good, but you need to good in this, or you need to master in this. The lot of courses are available in this market, like MATLAB course, Python course, C course. So be specific with industry, okay, or where you want to go, or where you want to set a career. So according to that, you need to decide the course or the course detail, and definitely you will. There are a lot of market, or there, some of your colleagues or friends are saying, don't come here, we are having a lot of problems. So if you are come with a good background, good technical skill, definitely no one will stop you.
So ultimately, it depends on your interest.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Kumbar sir.
Yes, sir.
I would like to add one more point to Kiran.
Yes.
So Kiran, just you think now in the outside, what are all the booming areas are there in industry, what they need. If you like to go for, first you decide where you want to go. We have a BTech degree and where we want to go, industrial side, software side or hardware side, whatever it is, accordingly you concentrate it. Now in this particular area, what are all the current trends are there? Accordingly, you can select the courses. As like he said already, I think you are familiar with MATLAB and all in this our BTech itself. Maybe Python and some other Java, that type of program will be helpful for IoT related things, artificial intelligence. So whatever you have not learned in our BTech course, you choose it accordingly, you develop your talent.
Yes, sir. Yes. So thank you very much, sir. Uh, now I request Vikas Bandare, sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, sir. It
Bimgonda,
is my
please
honor.
mute. Bimgonda, please mute. Okay, thank you. Because sir, you can continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It is my honor to have been asked to offer a vote of thanks on this occasion. On the behalf of the Sanjay Godat University and Electrical Engineering Department, I am very thankful to all the speakers for sharing their on-field experience actually with us and with my audience as well, with irrespect to their busy schedule. I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Nihal, who has prepared excellent slides and explained very well with what are the actual roles for the engineers in field of the sales organization. Thank you very much, Nihal, for sharing your experience. Also, special thanks to Mr. Yuvraj Jadhav for giving an excellent presentation on the how and sports be an career for then special for the engineers. So thanks, Yuvraj. Definitely. I would like to give a thanks to Bhimkonda for sharing his views regarding to the technical opportunities for the students and sharing with very good knowledge for the students as well. Thank you all the speakers. Now I would like to give a thanks to our trustee and vice chancellor, registrar, and all the higher authorities of our Sanjay Godat University for giving an permission to organize this type of event. Special thanks to the audience who were present here for this today's occasion. Also, I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Anand Kumbar and our HOD sir for organizing and inviting a special guest for today. At least I would like to mention a special thanks to my all the team members, teaching and non-teaching staff. Thank you all of you for being with us. And now I would like to conclude here. The today's session is over. Thank you all of you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, sir. So all participants are requested to fill the feedback form. Thank you very much.
Thank you, one and all.